You ever been running around doing your thing in Apex and then all of a sudden something happens, some animation that you've never seen before? Whether it's something with your character or something with your gun, just an animation that you're unfamiliar with and you want to know if it's rare. I'd assume that's probably the case if you clicked on this video, something happened and you want to know if you're lucky or if it's a rare animation. So lucky for you, today we're going to be going through the animations that are not rare as well as the animations which are rare. We're going to talk about a couple of those which are truly incredibly rare, like under a 2% chance that you actually get them. Now this video has been in the works for some time. I've been collabing on it with another Apex Legends YouTuber named Alarmix. You can find a link to him in the description below. He makes awesome stuff over on his channel, so please do check him out. He actually made a Rarest animations video with over 600,000 views on it, and after seeing the comments on it of people who were talking about ones that they had gotten, as well as just some new information which came out, which I'm going to talk about in this video, he realized that not all of them were fully accurate, and so he got into contact with me, and so I'm doing a revamped version of the animations video, and he's doing a revamped version of my 8 rarest legend skins video, since the Beast of the Hunt skins are back and that list is no longer accurate. So you can check out his channel for that video. Additionally, happy Easter, because this video is going to be coming out on Bunny Day. So I hope you and your family are staying safe, and if you celebrate Easter, have an awesome Easter. But with that out of the way, let's get right into this video that's way longer than any of my intros should ever be. And let's talk about some animations which are not rare at all. Now, first up, I've seen this one in quite a few videos, and it baffles me as to why it's there. This is the one-handed shotgun reload. Now, there's absolutely no rarity to this at all. You can do it 100% of the time if you're on a zip line or if you're stimmed up as Octane. Just anything that requires one hand, that other one will be left to reload your Peacekeeper. So that is not rare at all. Sorry if you got that and thought that it was special. Next though, let's actually talk about Octane and his stim. Originally, people thought that his animation, where he pulls out the stim and spins it on his pointer finger before throwing it away, was actually a rare animation, but the gaming merchant found a way to consistently get it every time. Now, I'm not going to go into the details of how to do it or why it works. You can go over to his channel and check that out. I don't want to steal his thunder and his content because that's his stuff that he worked hard to make. But unfortunately, that is not rare either. It is easily triggerable. Getting on to some that are slightly rare though, we got to talk about Revenant. And now he has 3 unique animations when it comes time for him to use his ultimate ability. Now the first one is where he pulls out a skull and punches his thumbs through the eyes, which causes his death totem to summon. Additionally, he has another one where he does a whole bunch of crazy hand motions, which is actually from Naruto. Did I pronounce that right?
Naruto.
If I didn't pronounce it right, I'm just gonna have another 80 people in the comments telling me to pronounce it better. And I found that neither of these are really that rare. Now, I did Revenant's ultimate abilities 50 times, which you'll see going on in the background. And additionally, I did it a few more times before I found that glitch. And of the probably 60 times that I did it, I got each of those 5 or 6 times. So I'd say that there's about a 1 in 10 chance that you get it. And 10% is still pretty high for it to be a super rare animation. So these are honorable mentions, but I'm not really counting them towards the rarest animations in the game. I think a 1 in 10 chance is pretty high compared to the ones that we're going to be looking at, would literally get into the thousands. With those out of the way, since those are the most common misconceptions when it comes to rarity in animations, let's talk about my list of incredibly rare animations, which you have to be super lucky to even see in your whole lifetime playing the game. Starting off with the least rare of the group, let's talk about that third Revenant animation. And now I'm just going to call this the holding hands animation because that's what it is. And essentially, there's a very rare chance that when you use Revenant's death totem, a hand will come up and interlock fingers with his right hand, and then it like flips over and his totem appears. Now this is a little sneak preview for my references video, which is going to be coming out soon. This is actually a reference to Suicide Squad, as much as that hurts me to say, because there's one movie in history that I could erase, it would be that one. But this is the character introduction for Enchantress in that movie. She puts her hand down on the table and another hand comes up through the table and like interlocks with her and then flips over and she becomes like the zombie nightmare lady, which is pretty cool. But in the 60 times that I used Revenant's ultimate ability, I didn't get this a single time. In fact, the only way that I know that this even exists is because this happened to me a couple days ago when I was playing Revenant, and I put down his totem and I was like, whoa, I've never seen that animation before. And a lot of people on Reddit say that is one of his rarest. So that's ranking in at number 4 on our list. I'd say that's about a 1 in 50, 1 in 60 chance of you actually getting that. But here's where things start to get a little bit crazier. Let's look at Octane's second stim animation, which I'm going to call Jazz Hands. And I stimmed Octane 100 times and only got it once. So I'm going to say that this lands at about a 1 in 100 chance. But I think it honestly might even be a little bit rarer than that, because I've never gotten this animation in a game, and I've played about 250 games on Octane, which I know isn't very many, but that means that I've probably stimmed about 1,000 times on him. If you say about 4 times a game, maybe. I'm not very good on Octane, so I think that's pretty fair. So definitely a pretty rare animation for him. Octane mains, let me know how many times have you gotten this animation down below in the comments. Moving on though, let's talk about the G7 Scout M1 Garand reload. This is, if not the rarest animation in the game, the second rarest animation in the game. I tried so hard to get this. I ran 1,000 bullets through the G7 Scout. I watched an entire episode of JoJo while shooting the G7 Scout, and I didn't get a single special reload animation. Now, I know that's only 100 reloads, and this is quite rare, but I wanted to try my best, and honestly, my hand was cramping up by the time it was over. So I took this lovely person's video. I'll have their name up on screen. I figured I'd show off the one with the least amount of views. 1, because people probably haven't seen it before, and 2, it gives a little exposure to somebody who is a smaller channel. So there are some guidelines on how to actually get this animation. Now you have to run the magazine out of ammo and then either click or pull the trigger again to initiate the auto reload. And there's a very, very, very slim chance that it'll happen. It has happened to me once in a game before. During the Christmas train event, it happened to me once, and I don't think I was recording. I was really bummed about it. But that's the only time this has ever happened to me in about 1,300 hours in the game. So definitely an incredibly rare animation. Some people on Reddit were estimating it's about a 1 in 1,000 chance, but when you get that small in percentages, it really doesn't even matter anymore. It's just incredibly likely that it won't happen to you. And last but not least, I'm sure a majority of you people have seen this clip before. It's an incredibly famous clip. I'd say one of the most famous Apex clips in the game's history, and this is hailed as the rarest animation in the entire game. It's when you are portaling as Wraith and go into phase. When she comes out, she'll flash the OK sign, and a lot of people estimate that this is about a 1 in 2,000 chance that this will happen, but I personally think it's actually a lot slimmer than that. I have about 2,200 games on Wraith and a lot of hundreds of hours on her, and I don't think I've gotten this even once. I have no memory of ever seeing this, and definitely not ever recording it. There are a lot of people who actually say that this clip is fake, but there are, I believe, 2 other videos of it on YouTube, at least that I've seen. So I don't think it's fake. I just think it's insanely rare that you will ever see this. I actually spent a lot of time trying to figure out if it's because it fell on an exact number and trying to replicate it, but I don't think that's the case at all. So please let me know if you guys have gotten any of these animations. Please let me know down in the comments below. I really do want to keep talking about it down there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it. You can visit all of the links in the description. Please go check out Alarmix. He does great stuff over on his channel. You can also check out the merch down there, Twitter, Discord, a whole lot of other awesome stuff. If you want to join the club and you haven't already, you can hit that red subscribe button while you're down there, and I would really appreciate it. But that is it for me, guys, for today. So until tomorrow, take it easy.